Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video for the install yesterday. It's on that Panoramic 36. Today you're going to get to be able to follow Dale and see what his day consists of and see how that goes.
That's right, guys. So today I'm going to participate a little bit with the Fireplace crew on one of their projects and just follow us along for the day. So we look forward to it. All right, so one of our first tasks this morning is I'm gonna kind of help the guys out on one of their installs, kind of walk them through what the customer's looking for with that garage heater and get that install started. So after we get our venting, we'll head down to the job site and we'll see you guys then. So this is the B venting that we're gonna need for this particular unit. It's gonna be 3-inch venting. So we're just gonna get some specific fittings. We're gonna grab some typical black pipe fittings, some CSST fittings, and yeah, just make sure the guys have everything to kind of hopefully get the job completed today. So this customer, we built them this custom house about 1.5 years ago. They'd always said they wanted a garage heater. So we ran all the electrical and the plumbing for it already. And now we're actually gonna take the opportunity to stick it in. So that's what we're doing today. All right, so we're about ready to start our install of this garage heater. We're gonna do a little bit of layout, a little measuring, kind of get our game plan together. But essentially we're gonna be going about 10 feet in from the corner. When we originally built the house, we had, just to be safe, had ran the gas all the way to the corner and the electrical all the way to the corner. But they have since kind of requested that we bring it in just a little bit. So we actually do have access to the attic up here, that we can actually disconnect that gas, electrical, patch that up, and then we can bring our gas and electrical right here where we need it and just have a nice little clean install so we don't have to run any gas inside the drywall. Right now we're just getting all of our ladders, getting the equipment set up, and we'll kind of document a little bit of the install too. Looks like we have the wrong adapter. I shouldn't say like always, but every once in a while it happens to us. So we have the wrong adapter. So I'm gonna run to the supply house, grab the other adapter. These guys are gonna get everything hung, get the gas run. So I should be back here in about 30 minutes and then get this thing wrapped up.
If you had to fire someone for this mistake, who would it be?
I'd have to fire myself. And that's a bad thing. So actually I could use the vacation. Fucking work you out. Wow.
So Dale, you ended up being correct.
Yeah, and you know, we all got to get used to it after a while
Dale's always.
I pretty much nail it every time.
Pretty much amazing. I'm pretty much amazing.
Pretty much amazing.
It bothers a lot of people.
Sure.
I'm used to it. Yeah, so they have on these units, you know, there's an old school way of doing it where you can take threaded rod, attach it to the unit, then run the threaded rod into the drywall. Washers, you got to have blocking and stuff. But they have these nifty little attachment brackets that essentially makes it look a lot cleaner. Basically attaches right to the unit. You can see it fits the unit perfectly. And then it has the attachment bracket that as long as you can catch 2 trusses or joists, you can get into the framing. And then it puts it kind of on a swivel so you can point the unit exactly wherever you want it to go, which way you want to direct the heat. So functionally it's better and aesthetically it's a lot cleaner look.
So right now what they're doing is they're attaching the bracket system to the trusses and using lag bolts to get up into the trusses so that that'll hold the majority of the weight on the unit. And it's a little tricky because the spacing is tighter than what the width of the unit is, so they have to attach that bracket first and then make the connection with the unit.
So what we're trying to do is make the installation look as clean as we can. So ideally, if we don't have to run the thermostat wire on the outside of the wall, we're gonna try to avoid that. We do have access to the wall cavity, so we're trying to get past the insulation and see if we can find a gap and don't have any blocking in the way. And then we should be able to run the thermostat up to it and make it look really clean. So we've got our utilities run. We're able to get the gas line down in. We're gonna make that connection down there. We have the thermostat wire run. We were able to get the wire hidden in the wall and then get up into this attic access and then bring it in right above the unit. So it should look really clean. You shouldn't see any exposed wires or gas line or electrical. Right now what we have here is our 3-inch B vent. We have a 812 pitch here, which means we need to get above about 3 feet above the roof. We've plumbed up with our laser and our torpedo level. We got our hole drilled. So Rod's gonna cut in the rest of the hole, put in our flashing underneath the shingles, make sure everything's waterproof, and then we can continue doing our venting, and essentially we should be done. So here in just a little bit, probably about an hour,